Okay. Okay, well, it's the 12th of April 2021, and my first KJ Pinks custard apple has dropped, so the rest must be very close now. And I assume it seems like they're not going to get real big, but that's still going to be a good, that'll still be fine. That's one that's dropped. I've still got 6 left on the tree. I assume they'll all be dropping very soon. That one's quite small. I was hoping they would get bigger than that, but that's okay. There was still a few this year. I only got 4 last year, although they were twice as big. At this time I've got 8. So that's okay. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually I got 7. And the 7th one's dropped. So that's okay. Now I guess that's about as big as they're going to get. All the rest will start dropping soon. Okay, my friends, we'll cut this open. This Paxton Prolific KJ Pinks. It just fell off today. I prefer to wait for them to fall off actually. I probably should pick the others. I've got another 6 there, but I like it when they fall off, and so far none of the birds or the rats have discovered them. So yeah, this is split open, but it should be just perfect. Perfectly ready to eat. Like I was saying, last year I had 4 and each one was pretty much twice as big, every one. This year I've got 7, and this is about the biggest of them, and some are even almost half the size of these. So you know, I've maybe got a similar amount of custard apple, just more fruit but all smaller. But anyway, it's going to be good just the same. Look how wet that is. Oh, yeah, it's very sweet. Very good. I guess I should cut that bit off, shouldn't I? I suppose it's been exposed to the air. And the elements. Oh, very nice. Yeah, very nice and sweet. Very yum. Here we go. 7 of these things. Can't wait to get this tree in the ground. I've got room to plant it now, so I think 2 years in the ground and it'll be the most amazing tree. Oh yeah, very good. Better than last year from memory. Hang on to these seeds, of course. Seems to be the first look. Oh yeah, not too bad. Yeah, last year I remember it wasn't too many seeds. Very white flesh. Very sweet. Yeah, an extremely good fruit. Very sweet. excellent, top quality. Some argue this is this Paxton prolific, KJ Pinks, self-pollinating, heavy cropper. They say it's a heavy cropper. Some say this is the most promising custard apple in Australia today. I'm no expert on them, but I'm glad I've got it. When I first bought it, I thought, okay, that looks interesting, custard apple. But now it seems I got the right strain. Yeah, it's very nice. And I've got a few seedlings now. I've got a few raised from seed. They're about a year old. This one's a graft. It's very juicy. Maybe because we had so much rain. I think it's more juicy from memory to last year. Yeah, very nice. Makes it all worthwhile. It's all worthwhile when I'm picking fruit like this. Living a good life. Yeah, very good. Luxury. Luxury eating good fruit like that. I guess there's a few seeds there, but yeah, very good taste. Perhaps not quite as white as last year. Last year might have been more white. I remember being quite amazed by how white the flesh is. But I think for me, especially with this one anyway, memory's a little rusty from last year, but I remember thinking it was sweet then too. But yeah, the most standout characteristic of this fruit I'm eating right now is how sweet it is. It's very, very sweet. It's quite amazing. I'd love to know what its sugar count is. An exceptionally sweet fruit. Ripened on the plant. No flying foxes have discovered it yet. Yep, that's damn good. That's a damn good meal. I was feeling like something sweet and I was nearly going to eat a piece of organic chocolate. And I thought, no, don't do that. Eat your custard apple. Get your camera out and eat it. Do a quick review on it. First fruit of the season. 6 more to go. Very good. Yeah, that's it. No expert on custard apples, but that's the KG Pinks Paxton Prolific, self-pollinating. Some say the most promising custard apple in all of Australia. And I can say it's very good. It's very nice and very sweet. I've had this tree for more than 5 years in a pot now. I finally got some room to put it in the ground, and I can't wait to get it in the ground. So I'll get a decent bit of size about it. Can't wait to get a lot of these fruit. Really looking forward to it. Okay, and there's my seeds. There's a few seeds there this time, I guess. I was thinking my bigger fruit last year didn't have as many seeds. I don't know, it's a fair bit to fair way to think back though, but yeah, I didn't think. It does seem a few seeds, I guess, for a small fruit. Could be a lot worse though. Certainly better than any fruit you could buy in the store. Okay, so thanks for watching, my friends. Bye for now. Hi again, my friends. I'm not sure if I can add much more to the last video, but this is my third fruit now, and they've been quite staggered. Like, this is almost a month since I did the first review, since the first fruit came off. It is now the 7th of May 2021. The second fruit fell off about a week and a half ago. It was very soft when it fell off, and it kind of squashed a bit when it hit the concrete. So it wasn't very presentable to show you, but it was still very nice. I ate most of it. About a quarter of it just squashed in when it hit the concrete, so I lost that. But yeah, this is the third fruit. It's a little bit bigger. It's a little bit bigger, I think. It was firmer. This fell off about 3-4 days ago, and it was quite firm actually, which surprised me. And now I've just let it sit on the shelf to ripen up, and now with this brown, as you can see, I've maybe let it ripen a little too far now, but hopefully it'll still be fine. But yeah, it's got a bit of size about it. Yeah, it's a tiny bit overripe, but I'll cut it open for you now. Yeah, and this is the third fruit out of those 7 fruit that I've got on the tree. And it's been almost a month for this third fruit to drop. So you remember at the beginning I was saying I was a bit worried about my small fruit. I was thinking they were going to drop soon, but no, they're filling out. They're all getting a bit of size about them like this. So this is very nice. And I just thought I'd just point out how smooth the skin is. Like, I saw someone on Facebook recently showing what they said was a KG Pinks, and it was much more, you know, had much more of a custard apple or sugar apple look about it, like quite, what do they call it, spiky, quite lumpy. But not my KG Pinks anyway. Mine are very smooth. Yep, amazingly smooth skin, smoother than any other custard apples I've seen before. And I've tended to find them, well, the first fruit I got last year anyway were the whitest I've ever seen. And last year, yeah, just recapped from memory too. Last year I was surprised both how white the flesh was and how few seeds was in the flesh. But this year it wasn't quite as white, and there is more seed. But it's still pretty good, I think. You know, you hear some people complain about custard apples and sugar apples, saying they've got too much seed. But you know, I think it's not too bad. I wouldn't say it's too seedy. Oh, so there it is, cut open. Yep, it looks fine. It's yeah, it's so ripe. It's just very squishy. Yeah. Oh yeah, and very yeah. I think maybe I'm glad I let it get this ripe. Ah. Yeah, it's just so soft. Yeah, it's not very fibrous-y. Some of these things get a bit fibrous-y. But this is just very soft, and it's just like sugar. Really, it's just amazing. Oh yeah, this might be the best tasting yet. Actually, there's a little bit of well, it's not melt in your mouth like my yellow papayas. Put it that way. They just disintegrate in my mouth. Whereas this still needs a little bit of chewing. But exceptionally sweet. I think that's going to give this, you know, they say this is the most promising custard apple in Australia today. And I can see why they're saying it, you know, because it's so sweet. Yep, and very soft. I was thinking the other day with the second fruit, how I can describe its sweetness. And you know, like, I like fruits and I eat a lot of fruits. And I'm thinking about the only fruit that I can, like, about the only fruit that I can think of that is sweeter than this fruit is a grape. That's about the only fruit, you know, and you know how sweet grapes are. Like, they're just pure sugar. Well, this is not far behind it. It's I've never tasted a custard apple so sweet. And I guess, you know, these are my own and I'm picking them perfectly ripe. Oh, tree ripened. But still, this is the strain. This strain is a really good strain. And I think even if you were picking them a bit green for commercial reasons to sell, this is a very, very sweet fruit. Very soft, sweet fruit. Yeah, there's still a bit of resistance there when I put the spoon in there. Yeah, I think I've pretty well covered everything with the first video. But just to recap, yeah, I'm happy. It's taken longer for the fruit to ripen. The remaining fruit, they've continued to grow bigger. I think there's 2 more are going to fall off soon. And then the 2 smallest ones, they could still be another month before they fall off. With some luck. Hopefully they're going to get bigger still. They'll get at least as big as this, hopefully. But yeah, there's 2 more on the tree about the same size. Again, these are smaller than what I had last year. I had 4 last year that were almost twice as big. And this year I've got 7. So, yeah, maybe I've got a tiny little bit more fruit this time, but not much. It's kind of the same. More seeds. Perhaps a better taste. Perhaps a little bit better in flavour, hey. And I'm so lucky the flying foxes haven't discovered it yet, because I've got red papaya right beside these things, and the flying foxes are thrashing my red papaya. I've got dragon fruit right near the red papaya too, but luckily nothing's discovered my dragon fruit or these custard apple yet. So I'm just picking them at the perfect time. Well, sadly my papaya are getting hammered. They're getting hammered by the flying foxes at the moment. I hope to show you a little bit about that in the near future, just how much those fruit bats are thrashing my red papaya. It's really sad. But anyway, yeah, I've got lots of seeds this time. I've got lots of seeds to be ready to plant in spring of these KJ Pinks. KJ Pinks Paxton Prolific. Yeah, what a great custard apple. It's just so juicy, so sweet and juicy. Yep, in my viewpoint, the only thing I can think of that's sweeter is a grape. It's just quite amazing for a custard apple. So it's got an incredible future ahead of it, I think. And I can't wait to see them in the supermarkets. We haven't seen them yet, but apparently a lot are being planted. So it could just be a matter of time before we'll see them in the supermarkets. But yet a very worthwhile tree to grow. If you like your custard apples, this one should really be, one of your trees. And if you only want one custard apple like me, well, I think I've just lucked on a good choice here. And still, I'm going to wait for all the fruit come off, and then hopefully I'll be fit enough to plant this thing in the ground, because I've got space for it now, and it'll only take a couple of years in the ground, 2 or 3 years, and it'll be bearing a lot of fruit. I think it'll get quite big. Yeah, very nice. I was worried that was going to be a bit rotten there because of that brown, but no, it's fine. It's just very well ripened now. It's perfectly ripened, really. Superfood. It's so easy to digest. Packed with the good sugars, not the bad sugars. The good fruit sugars with all the cofactors. Living sugar. It is, it's living, it's full of life energy. It's not like that sugar that comes from the refinery. That stuff's as dead as a doornail. This stuff is full of life energy. And hopefully some of that life energy will rub off on me and help to make me get better. Living sugar. And you can't go wrong with it. Living cells. Living nutrients, living vitamins and minerals. Yeah, very good, my friends. Well, I'm not sure how much more of this I'm going to show you. Whether I'll show you when I pick and eat the other ones. Or maybe I've said about all I can say about these fruit now. Yeah, and I've still got 4 more to go, which was very enjoyable. It's made it all worthwhile. I'm just playing around with this tree. It's just been a hobby, really, just growing this tree in a pot. When I was young, I used to think growing fruit trees in a pot was a waste of time. But I've been recently seeing on a Vietnamese Facebook fruit growing page on Facebook. Those people are the experts at getting maximum yield out of minimum space. You know, and they're really big on having fruit trees in pots. And they keep them in pots for long periods of time, and they do plan on planting them out eventually, all going well. But I've seen some Vietnamese in USA on Facebook, and they have yards just filled with potted trees, potted fruit trees. And it's a good thing. It's worth the effort, if you ask me, seeing what these people are doing. And it's really given me a lot more interest in doing it myself, growing fruit trees in pots, and with a view of eventually planting them out. But if you can't, it doesn't matter. It can still be worth your while, you know. You can still get some nice fruit. Okay, well that's it. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, my friends. Yeah, and look out for this fruit. It's well worth trying. It's well worth growing, and it's well worth buying and eating. The KJ Pinks Paxton Prolific Custard Apple. Just so sweet. Like a ball of sugar. So good. Okay, bye for now, my friends. Thanks for watching.